Hello, my dear friend. Welcome to VUS Learning English Podcast. My name is Anna, and I am so happy you are here with me today. Today, we are going to talk about something very important. We will talk about work, money, and your time. This is a topic that can feel big and maybe a little scary. But do not worry. We will go slowly. We will learn together. And you will feel strong and hopeful. The goal today is to help you see things in a new way. A way that gives you more power, more control over your life. Thank you so much for joining me today. Your time is precious, and I am grateful you are spending it here. If you enjoy our time together, please think about tapping the like button. Or you can subscribe to our channel. When you do this, you help our podcast grow. It helps us reach more English learners all around the world, just like you. And I would love to know, where are you listening from today? Are you in a busy city or a quiet town? Are you in Europe, Asia, America, Africa? Please tell me in the comments. I love to read where all my friends are. Okay, are you ready? Let's begin. Let's be very honest. Let's talk about a big truth. If you have a job, you get paid for your work. Maybe you get paid for each hour you work. Or maybe you get a salary each month. This is how most people earn money. But there is a problem with this. There is a limit. Your income has a ceiling. A ceiling is the top of a room. You cannot go higher. Think about it. There are only 24 hours in one day. You can only work some of those hours. You need to sleep. You need to eat. You need to rest. So you can only sell a certain number of your hours. You cannot make more time. Time is limited. This means your income is also limited. But what about the things you buy? What about your cost? Think about food. Think about your house. Think about gas for your car. Do the prices of these things have a limit? No, they do not. These prices can go up and up. This is a big problem. Your income is limited, but your costs are not limited. This is a game that is very hard to win. It can feel like you are always trying to catch up. We learned that a good job means a safe life. But what if that is not the whole story? Stay with me. Understanding this is the first step. It is the first step to finding a new path. A path to more freedom. Section 1. The problem, defining the employee trap. So, what is this employee trap? What does that mean? I like to call it the lineup income trap. Imagine a straight line that goes up slowly, step by step by step. This is your income when you work for someone else. It goes up a little bit each year, maybe. But the cost of living does not move in a straight line. It can jump up very fast. This idea is about a rule, a math rule. It is not about being lazy. It is not about being smart or not smart. It is just about math. The trap is a simple idea. Your income is connected to your time. 1 hour of your life equals a certain amount of money. For example, maybe you earn $10 for 1 hour of work. To earn more, you must work more hours. This creates that ceiling on how much you can earn. Let's imagine you make $20 for 1 hour. There are 168 hours in a week. If you worked every single hour, you would make money. But that is not possible, right? Nobody can work all the time. You need to sleep. You need to see your family. You need to live your life. So maybe you can work 40 hours a week, or maybe 60 hours if you work very, very hard. That is your limit. Your time is the limit. So your income has a limit too. Now let's look at the other side. Your expenses, your costs. Are your costs limited? Think about the price of bread, or the cost of your home, or the price of clothes. These prices can always go up. They can go up a little, or they can go up a lot. There is no ceiling for your expenses. This is the problem with trading your time for money. Your income goes up in a slow, straight line, but your expenses can jump up very fast. Imagine you are on an escalator. An escalator is moving stairs. Imagine you are trying to walk up the escalator, but the escalator is moving down. You get a raise at work. Maybe your pay goes up 3%. That feels good. You feel like you are moving up the escalator. You are taking a step up. But what if the escalator is moving down at 5%? That 5% is inflation. Inflation is a word that means prices for everything are going up. So you take one step up with your raise, but the escalator takes you 2 steps down. Even though you are working hard, you are actually going backward. Your money buys less than it did before. This is a real thing that happens. For example, in the United States, there was a time this happened for a long time. For more than 2 years, between 2021 and 2023, prices went up faster than people's pay. Every month, people's money could buy a little bit less. They were getting poorer even if they got a raise. It is a real documented fact. This brings us to another important idea. It is about how fast your pay changes. Think about a coffee shop. If the price of coffee beans goes up, the coffee shop raises the price of your coffee. The price changes the next day. It is very fast. But what about your salary? Does your pay go up the next day? No, your salary is sticky. Sticky means it is slow to move. You might get a raise only once a year, and that raise is often smaller than the real price increases. So for a whole year, you pay higher prices for everything, but your income stays the same. You feel this squeeze every day. This is the math of the trap. Your income, based on your time, cannot win a race against rising prices over a long time. Smart people who study money and poverty talk about this. They say people get stuck. They are locked in a place where they have low income. It is because they do not have extra money. They do not have money to invest. To invest means to use money to make more money. They need all their money just to live. So your job can become this trap. It pays you enough money to live today, but it does not pay you enough money to build a better future. It does not give you enough to escape. And here is one more piece of the puzzle. When you sell your time, you are easy to replace. You are a commodity. A commodity is something that is common, like sugar or oil. One bag of sugar is like any other bag of sugar. If your job can be done by many other people, it is hard to earn more money. There is always someone who can do it for less money. So your pay is always under pressure. This is a very important truth to understand. You are in a system. The system is built to use your time to make profit for someone else. You are left with an income that has a limit. And that income is always being attacked by rising prices. This is the hard mathematical truth of the employee trap. Section 2. The agitation. Why the trap is so brutal. Understanding the math is one thing, but feeling the effects in your life is another. This is not just numbers on a page. This is about your real feelings, your real stress. So let's talk about the 4 sharp edges of this trap. The 4 things that make it so hard. Part 1. The illusion of security. What is an illusion? An illusion is something that looks real, but it is not, like magic. The number one reason people stay in a job is for security, for safety, a steady paycheck, money that comes in every month, health insurance, a retirement plan. When we are young, we are taught this. Go to school, get a good job, be safe. But this idea of safety is an illusion. It is one of the most dangerous illusions today. You are not truly safe in a job. Let me explain. For the company you work for, you are a number. You are a cost on a piece of paper. They call you a human resource. Like any resource, your cost must be managed. And sometimes that cost must be cut, eliminated. Do you think if you are loyal, the company will be loyal to you? Do you think if you work hard for 20 years, the company will take care of you? Maybe, but probably not. The world is changing so fast. Imagine a new technology comes, a robot or a computer program, and it can do your job. Suddenly, your role is not needed anymore. Or imagine the economy is bad. The company needs to save money. Or one company buys another company. They have 2 people for every job. They need to do layoffs. They need to fire people. In one moment, your job can be gone. Your security disappears. It can disappear in a single email. You have no control. The big decisions about your job and your money are made by other people. People in a big meeting room. People you will never meet. You have given control of your income to someone else. This is not real security. This is being fragile. Fragile means easy to break. Real security is different. Real security comes from control. It comes from having many ways to make money. Not just one paycheck that someone else can stop at any time. Real security comes from building something that is yours. Let's talk about the math again. The math is what makes this trap so strong. Let's make it very, very clear. Sometimes there is good news. Sometimes for 1 year, people's pay goes up more than prices. For example, people's pay might go up 4%, and prices only go up 2%. This is a small win. Your money can buy a little more. But that is just 1 year. What happens when prices go up very fast? In June of 2022, prices went up by a lot. Inflation was over 9%, but people's pay only went up by about 5%. Do you see the big gap? Prices went up almost 2 times faster than pay. Everyone became poorer in that moment. Their money could buy much less. This is that escalator again. You are running up, you are working hard, you are sweating, but the whole escalator is moving down so fast, it is pulling you down faster than you can climb. This creates a feeling of stress, a constant quiet panic about money. Maybe you make more money now than you did 5 years ago, but you feel like you have less. It is harder to save money. Your debts feel heavier. This is not just a feeling. It is real. It is the math of your money's power slowly disappearing. You are in a race, but the race is designed for you to lose. You are working hard, but you are not making real progress. You are just trying to stay in the same place. Part 3, the psychological toll of being a commodity. What is a psychological toll? It means the cost to your mind, to your feelings, to your spirit. Perhaps the most difficult part of the employee trap is what it does to you inside. When your value is measured in hours, you change. You stop thinking like a creator. You start feeling like a resource. You are paid to be at your desk. You are paid to be present. You are not always paid for your best ideas. You are told to follow the rules, follow the process, don't cause any trouble. Your job description becomes a small box, and you are paid to stay inside that box. This can lead to a feeling called burnout. Burnout is when you feel very tired and have no energy for your job. You feel empty. Do you ever feel like you are just doing the same things every day? Like you are on autopilot? Do you feel you can do so much more, but your job does not let you? That is the feeling of being a commodity, of being easy to replace. You feel like you are not appreciated because in a system that pays for your time, you are replaceable. There is always another person who will sell their hour. This also takes away your freedom, your autonomy. Autonomy is your power to choose. In a job, you have to ask for permission. Permission to go to the doctor. Permission to take a holiday. Permission to see your family. Someone else controls your schedule. Your day is not your own. This lack of control is a big source of stress. Doctors know this. You spend your best energy on someone else's goals. You spend your best hours building someone else's dream. Over time, this can make your own dreams feel smaller. It can put out your creative fire. It can leave you feeling sad and powerless. Part 4, the crushing weight of opportunity cost. Finally, let's talk about a hidden cost. A hidden tax you pay every day. It is called opportunity cost. What does this mean? It means that when you choose to do one thing, you choose not to do other things. The things you did not do are the opportunity cost. Every hour you spend at your job is an hour you are not doing something else. It is an hour you are not learning a new valuable skill. It is an hour you are not building your own business. It is an hour you are not spending with your children, or with your partner, or taking care of your health. We think of our job as the thing that gives us money, our income. But it is also our biggest expense, the expense of our time. And time is the one thing you can never, ever get back. While you are at your job, busy with your work, someone else is out there building something that will make money for them even when they are sleeping. While you're in a long, boring meeting, someone else is learning a new skill, a skill that could help them earn 2 times more money. Your salary is the price your company pays you. They pay you to give up your time. They pay you just enough money to be comfortable, just enough so you put your own dreams on hold, so you can help them build their dreams instead. The trap makes you think, this is a good deal, a good trade. But when you think about the lost opportunity, the business you did not start, the book you did not write, the life you did not live, the cost is huge. It is much bigger than you think. You are not just trading 40 hours a week for a paycheck. You are trading your chance for big, fast growth, for a promise of slow, shrinking safety. Section 3. The solve, how to escape the trap. We have talked a lot about the problem. We have talked about the pain. You understand the trap now. Now, let's talk about the good part, the solution, how to get out, how to break the trap. This is not about quitting your job tomorrow. That is not a good idea. That is risky. This is about a smart plan, a change in how you think, and a change in how you act. It is about using your job as a tool, using your paycheck as the first seed, the seed that will grow into your freedom. We will learn 4 practical steps, 4 tactics. Let's begin. Tactic 1, the mindset shift from employee to value creator. Before you change what you do, you must change how you think. This is the most important step. The whole trap is built on one belief, the belief that money comes from time. Your first job is to break this belief in your mind. You must separate your idea of income from the hours you work. Stop thinking this way. How many hours do I need to work to make $1,000? Start thinking this way. What value can I create to earn $1,000? What does value mean? Value means something useful, something that helps someone, something that solves a problem. This is how a business owner thinks. This is how a freelancer thinks. This is how an investor thinks. They are not paid for just being present. They are paid for a result, an outcome. Let me give you an example. A writer who writes for businesses. She is not paid for the 10 hours she works on a sales page. She is paid because that page helps the business sell $100,000 of their product. The value is the result. Another example, a person who builds computer apps. He is not paid for the 100 hours he spends writing code. He is paid because the app solves an important problem for people. The value is the solution. Their income is tied to the value of what they create. It is not tied to the time it took. This is the secret door. This is the escape hatch. Once you can create value that is bigger than the time you spent, you have broken the time for money model. So how do you start? Start by looking for problems. What are people struggling with? What problems do businesses have? What are they willing to pay money to solve? Every single problem is an opportunity. Change how you see yourself. Don't see yourself as your job title, like marketing manager. A job title is just a role. It is a box. Instead, see yourself as a problem solver. See yourself as someone who solves the problem of finding new customers. This is a value you provide. This small change in your mind is the first step. It is the rich soil where all the other steps can grow. You are not an employee. You are a value creator. Tactic 2, skill stacking. Build your unfair advantage. Okay, so you have the new mindset. You want to be a value creator. Now, you need a way to create that value. How do you do that? You do it by skill stacking. What is skill stacking? It is a wonderful idea from a man named Scott Adams. He is the creator of the famous comic strip, Dilbert. The idea is simple. Becoming the number 1 best in the world at one thing is very, very hard. Almost impossible. But becoming very good at 2 or more things is much easier. And when you combine those skills, something magical happens. You become unique. Scott Adams is a perfect example. He is not the world's best artist. He is not the world's best comedian. And he is not the world's best businessman. But he is very good at all three things. He combined his good art skills with his funny jokes about business and his smart marketing skills. This combination made his comic Dilbert famous all over the world. He did not win by being the best at one thing. He won by being special, by being a unique mix. This is the path for you. Stop trying to be the best in the world at just one thing. Instead, combine your skills. Create a mix that is rare and valuable. Let me give you some examples. Imagine you are a graphic designer. You make things look beautiful. That is your core skill. Now, what if you learn a new skill? What if you learn about user experience or UX design? UX design is about making websites and apps easy and fun to use. Now, you don't just make things beautiful. You make them work better for the business. This combination is very valuable. Here's another example. Imagine you are a marketer. You are creative and have good ideas. That is your core skill. Now you decide to learn about data analytics. That means you learn how to read and understand numbers about the business. Now you can come up with creative ideas. And you can prove with data that your ideas are working. This is a powerful combination. One more example. Imagine you are a personal trainer. You help people get healthy. That is your core skill. Now you learn how to edit videos and you learn how to use social media. Now you are not limited to helping one person at a time. You can create videos and online courses. You can reach people all over the world. There's a simple formula you can use. Your core skill plus a technical skill, like using a computer program, plus a sales or communication skill, like public speaking or writing. This combination makes you very strong. So start today. What is your main skill? What is something you are already good at? Now look for a second skill to add, a skill that works well with your first skill. Your goal is to be good, not perfect. When you stack your skills, you're no longer a commodity. You're no longer easy to replace. You become a rare asset, and you remove 90% of your competition. Tactic 3, income shifting. Build your first nonlinear stream. You have the new mindset. You have a plan for stacking your skills. Now it is time to take action. This is where you start to change your income. Right now, maybe 100% of your money comes from your job. The goal is to change that, to have money coming from different places. The best way to start is by freelancing or consulting. This means you work for yourself on small projects. Why is this the best way to start? Because it is the fastest way to get paid for a result, not for your hours. Remember our marketer who learned about data? She can now go to a small business and say, I can help you. For a fixed price of $2,000, I will study your website. I will give you a clear plan to get more customers. Do you see what she did? She is not selling her hours. She is selling a result, a plan. Maybe at first it takes her 20 hours to do the work, but as she gets better and faster, it might only take her 10 hours. But she still gets paid $2,000. Her hourly rate is going up. She has broken the time for money model. This is very powerful. And the best part is you can start this while you still have your job. This is a very safe strategy. Your job pays your bills. It is your safety net. This gives you the freedom to choose good projects. You can build your experience. You can build a good reputation. And you have a second source of income. If you ever lose your main job, You are not starting from zero. You already have something else. That, my friend, is real security. Tactic 4, the Freedom Fund. Turn paychecks into assets. This is the last step. This is the most powerful part of the plan. This is how you get true freedom. The goal is simple. You want your money to work for you. You don't want to work for your money forever. How do you do this? By turning your income into assets. What is an asset? An asset is something you own that makes money for you. It could be a business. It could be a house that you rent to others, or it could be investments in the stock market. Your paycheck from your job is not just for paying bills. It is the tool you will use to build your freedom. Here is a 3-part plan to do this. Part 1, survival. First, you need to be stable and safe. Look at where your money goes. Cut costs that are not necessary. And if you have debt with high interest, like credit card debt, pay it off as fast as you can. Then build an emergency fund. This is money you save for surprises. Like if your car breaks down or you get sick. You should save enough money to pay for your life for 3 to 6 months. Your paycheck is your tool to do this. It helps you build a strong foundation. Part 2, accumulation. Accumulation means gathering or collecting. Once you are stable, you start to collect assets. Every month, you must pay yourself first. This is the most important bill you will ever pay. The bill you pay to your future self. Before you pay for anything else, take some money from your paycheck and put it into an investment account. You can make this happen automatically. For beginners, a simple way is to invest in index funds. An index fund is like a basket that holds tiny pieces of many big companies. For example, a fund that tracks the S&P 500. This means you own a tiny piece of the 500 biggest companies in America. You are investing in the whole economy. Historically, this has been a good investment over long periods of time. Part 3, freedom. Think of every dollar you invest as a tiny worker, a little money worker that works for you. It works 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. It never sleeps. It never stops. This is the magic of compound interest. Compound interest means your money makes money. And then that new money also makes more money. It grows faster and faster over time. It is an exponential force working for you. Let's look at an example. If you invest just $100 every month, and it grows at 7% each year, after 30 years, you could have over $113,000. You only put in a small amount each month, but it grew into something big. Freedom happens when the money from your assets is enough to pay for your life. The money your investments make is called passive income. It is passive because you don't have to work for it every day. When your passive income is bigger than your living expenses, your job becomes optional. You don't need it anymore. You can choose to work or not. You have escaped the trap. You are free. So let's bring all of these ideas together. We started with the hard truth of the employee trap. It is a system where your income, which grows slowly, is in a losing race against your costs, which can grow quickly. We talked about the illusion of job security. The idea that a job is safe is not always true. We talked about the math that works against you. and the psychological cost of feeling like you are easy to replace. And we talked about the huge opportunity cost of trading away your precious time. But I did not tell you these things to make you feel sad or hopeless. The goal was to give you a map, a plan to get out, a 4-part strategy to break the trap. First, change your mindset. See yourself as a creator of value. Second, stack your skills. Combine your talents to become unique. Third, shift your income. Start a small freelance business on the side. And fourth, build your freedom fund. Turn your income into assets that work for you. This journey is not about hating your job. Not at all. Right now, your job is a very important tool. It is the money source for your escape plan. Do not be angry at your job. Use it. Use it as the launching pad, the place where you start your new journey. Getting out of the trap is a long walk, not a short run. It is a marathon, not a sprint. It begins today. It begins with a decision. The decision that you will no longer be a passive person in a system that rents your life. It begins when you take full responsibility for your financial future. You have the power to change your story. You can learn that new skill. You can find that first client. You can invest that first $10. You can choose to stop being a piece in someone else's game. And you can start to design your own game, your own life. And finally, I want to hear from you. Please leave a comment below. Tell me one thing. What is the first skill you are going to start learning or stacking to increase your value? It can be anything. Writing, data analysis, video editing, public speaking, anything. Declare it. Write it down. When you write it down, it feels more real. It is a promise to yourself. Let's start a community of friends here, a community of people who are helping each other escape this trap. Thank you for your time today. Thank you for your attention. Now go and reclaim your time. It is the most valuable thing you have. See you next time, my friend.